Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
All right.
I just forgot to look at the camera. All right, fuck it. I'm just gonna.
So real.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the podcast. We pull back the curtain, give you some insight on what goes on behind the scenes of your favorite bar or restaurant. We like to call that the industry perspective. And of course, it doesn't fucking work. Right when I got it,
happens every time.
Nice.
So we'll do a test. It's a running thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like lately, we'll do a test.
performance
and then-
anxiety.
Yeah. As soon as we start like actually doing the episode, the soundboard just quits. It just quits. And it always does it when we're on the episode. So to everyone out there, it looks like we're doing a bit and we're not. We're really not.
Interesting. It's so many podcasts like that.
It's so
fun.
weird.
It's just
It's so
Keep it going.
that keeps happening. But anyway,
Keep it going.
while he figures that out,
Yeah.
every time, I promise
We
it's
got
not a
there.
bit. I
We got
promise it's not a bit. Jeez. All right.
you never left foot.
What's up, motherfuckers? I haven't said that in a
And
while.
Huzzah bitches from
And huzzah, which is for Rob. Yes.
Yes. Not here today.
Always in our hearts, but actually he's at work right now. But we are joined by a guest, the ultra talented and ultra lovely Jess Bunny. I'm really
Hey.
bad at introductions, so I just forced myself to do it. But yes, we have Jess Bunny here. Thank you so much for coming on the pod.
Thanks.
Yeah,
It's been a long time coming.
it really
Having
has.
these back on.
It really has. When I met you, it was over 3 years
I
ago.
was gonna say, it's been
Yeah,
a long time.
it's been a minute.
Shoot.
And that's you, yeah. I'm still there, but you were a brand rep for us at the time. Yeah.
I know. I always think about that time in my life where I was like, one, way more disciplined just because I was, you had to like sell this product and then do events, but you're part-time doing full-time work. And I was like, I don't even know how I did it. I would wake up in the morning like around 8 or 9, and my dog is like a child, right? So take her out, feed her, walk her, get to the gym, go to the gym. I'm hitting my first account where I'd already be at like 11, 12. Like, I don't think it's ever seen, but like, shout out to bar, like reps and like some salespeople.
Mm.
Because when you're hitting a bar at noon,
Yeah.
keeping conversations. And then I was closing, I would come back from like a whole day of like minimum 8 to 9 guys. And then get home, walk my dog, feed my dog, have dinner. Then I would close EO at 9.
So-
And I would just
sorry.
start.
Is it a little too low?
I don't think it is. Just check levels real quick.
Oh,
All right, continue.
okay.
Yeah. Should be fine.
And then I would close the bar and then I would get home at 3 and just do the same thing over.
Oh wow.
Yeah, shout out to the hustlers pushing the alcohol we drink. 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah. And eventually they wanted me to go full time and it just wasn't something I felt like that would have been almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Right, probably 3 years ago when
Yeah.
I last met you. I was with the company for a year and they wanted me to go full time, which would have taken me out of bartending. I just don't think I was ready for leaving the industry just yet.
Yeah.
And then Satori took over. And they have an amazing team. They stuck with the amazing team still now. So, yeah, I think it was probably a better choice, me staying in the industry, just because I didn't know if it was really a path that I could see myself going into, like the sales part of it.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was a good time.
So how long have you been in the industry?
I started in the industry because I'm so young. Almost 14 years ago.
14 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
I opened up a bar in Riverside, one of the first bars outside of where proprietors were looking to start opening up a Walker Inn, Honeycut, and then they had this bar called Wolfskill in Riverside that was like the first out of Denton, New York to come to US or to the California side, and was like focused on like craft citrus only, like everything was done in house.
Yeah.
Like, Riverside is built on like citrus fields and oranges, like orange groves. So we had access to like rare citrus that only like our bar was allowed to like go in and harvest.
Oh, shit.
So that like really piqued my interest. I think I'm actually really thankful that I started in the craft space as opposed to like maybe working my way through like a dive or something
Yeah.
like that, just because I learned to appreciate it more, but also like now in what we're doing in our industry now, it's like, oh, it can make sense. I started as a server. I was serving. I mean, I've always been in the hospitality industry. My first job, I was 16. a smoothie joint.
Smoothie King.
Yeah. It was called Surf City Squeeze, actually.
Respect on that.
Surf City Squeeze. in the mall.
Surf City Squeeze.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
So are the smoothies.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
Look at that.
no.
On the board first.
All right, I take it easy. Yeah, I started there, but eventually just again worked my way into like restaurant scene. That bar was looking for servers. Some friends to a friend, like, hey, they're hiring cocktail serving, like you want to come in and, do it. So started serving, worked my way through their serving, and then they needed bar backs. I was like, I'll bar back, and then like ended up growing in that, and then running their bar backing program, ordering and all that stuff, prep. And then I was like, I want to bartend. And the GM at the time was like, yeah, right. Like, yeah, you bartend. I'm pretty clumsy sometimes. I was a lot more clumsier when I was 20 then. But I was, I just like, I knew I wanted to do it. And in that time, you didn't really see women behind the bar. And the girl that actually, our lead bartender, Sia, she was going to school for Tibetan Buddhism, was studying like Tibetan, like behind the bar, and like what's the language? Fuck it up. She was learning a whole other language.
Yeah.
And she was just a badass. And I was like, of course you see that and you're like, ooh, I want to be that, or that's cool. Like anything is possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I told the guys, I was like, I want to bartend, and they're like, yeah, right, no.
Yeah,
And
right.
I think it's just
That's just being there.
more of like just who I am. Like if you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna show up and do it.
Right.
10 times better than
Yeah.
I thought I was
Out of
gonna
spite.
do it. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I 100% get that.
Yeah. And now the beverage director at the time, he and I actually are still really good friends. He's actually mentored me a lot through a lot of things. Brian Bruce. He opened up 2 bars in Redlands. So you have Mac and Overland, shout out to them. Brian basically guided me through like learning bartending. Again, like understanding the craft, understanding spirits on a level. But I left the industry after being there for almost 2.5, 3 years after I eventually like bartending and being in the scene. I just didn't know like what was next. And at that age, I think I was just more so like a little reckless with it. Like, I don't know if we ever really talk about that, like abusing and being in obviously like being with alcohol all the time.
Yeah.
It's like, you can take advantage of it, and it can take advantage of you if
Yeah.
you're not fucking smart with it.
Right.
Get
And
lost in
for
the sauce.
Yeah,
Literally.
And I literally always say that now. I'm like, don't get lost in the sauce. I tell bar backs that. I tell everybody that. Like, don't. And when I was 21,
Moderation.
yeah,
Moderation is
moderation
key.
is like kind of the key. And we did take a gin shot right now, but
Yeah.
moderation.
Yeah. Moderation. We took one shot.
We took one shot, right?
And have a beer. Good.
But
On an empty
I
stomach.
left. We just woke up. Like,
Yeah.
2 hours ago.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Again, like it's not talked about a lot, but our mental health and like our physical health is so important. When I was 21, I was really reckless. I had just started drinking at 21. I didn't have a lick of alcohol. I saved that for
Wow.
21.
Oh.
Like I didn't drink any alcohol before 21, as it was accessible to me. I just was like,
Started
I want to
at
hold
14.
it. Yeah. I want to hold that moment for like, I was actually in New York for my 21st birthday and had my first sip of alcohol.
What was it?
It was so bad. Because the
Was it
space was so cool. It was actually it was just an espresso martini. I just wasn't prepared for like vodka. It was like a chocolate, like swirled. And I was like, oh, that looks cute. Like,
Yeah.
What is that?
What is that?
Like, what is that exactly? It's
Give me one of those.
everything that we now detest about.
Right.
Wait,
Yeah, we all start somewhere.
Quick sidebar. So that being like your first time at a bar and having alcohol, did you do any of the behaviors that a lot of us hate when people like? Did you like, hey?
No,
you didn't do that?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I think because like when I started working in the bar, I kind of just like knew like I'm not gonna pick garnishes out of like your freaking
With your
hands
hands.
with your hands.
I've been everywhere.
I've been everywhere, especially because I going through like the bar backing process, or like and I really learned to like, and I'm such a stickler on it now with garnish, but I really learned to just like appreciate one, like every cut, everything that you're doing is for a purpose.
Yeah.
And as I was appreciating that, when it came down to me, a bartender, again, it can take advantage of me. I had to leave the industry. It wasn't healthy for me in the age that I was turning 23. I just didn't know where else to go. I was like, what do I do now? Own a bar. And I was too young to actually really see that for my future.
Yeah.
And I just was like, oh, I want to travel. I almost like sold everything and backpacked to Asia. Like I was at a point in my life where I was just like, what am I doing next? Like I work a lot, I work hard. I was like, so what's next?
Right.
And then I had a friend who got hired with a major airline. And then I was like, how do I work to get paid to travel? And then I was like,
flight
looking
attendant?
at like, yeah. So then I became a flight attendant. I was a flight attendant for almost 5.5, 6 years.
Nice.
Pandemic kind of changed things a lot. But the first
That's still
grade-
hospitality, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've learned how to work fast and efficient on like a whole nother level. If you have a 40, usually it's an hour and a half, they say from here to Vegas, but it's really like 35 to 40 minutes, depending on like if wind is in your favor. And you're serving 140 people on a bar cart going to Vegas. Oh yeah, you're working fast.
Yeah.
But also
30,000 feet in the air or whatever. Like,
hospitality, it taught me a lot
Those are some high
about.
stakes.
No.
That's why I was silent.
It taught me a lot on like, especially like training myself to like hospitality where you can be so quick to snap back.
Yeah.
And I, again, in that time when I was working in the bar, it was a little snappy. I really couldn't, I don't think I was really owning in on like how to deal with the industry that I was just learning about, but also like people, dealing with people. You deal with people as servers and as, as however hostesses to servers. I've done all those positions. So dishwashing to food running, like dropping food off. So, like you don't actually see like, how to react with people until you're like, again, I think that's like behind the bar just changes the way you are acting with people.
Yeah.
For me now, like my safe space and what I learned also on the plane is like my safe space was behind the bar. And when I got to finally travel to places like going to Brazil and drinking cachaça and going to Peru and having pisco and like seeing how these people like treated a pisco sour or seeing how people make caipirinhas not just with wine but with grapes or like citrus or like all these the people don't think like you can make these certain drinks, but because I was involved in so many different and I traveled so much, I'm so thankful for that experience because it really just brought me full circle into appreciating what I do now. And coming back to the bar industry after in 2020, it was actually more 2019, opened up Las Vegas was Hollywood. That got pushed because of pandemic. And then, yeah, I mean, honestly, like making me just appreciate what now I'm pouring a spirit or I'm pouring something. It's like I can actually talk about it and speak about it and not just abuse it. I like to say like, it is drink responsibly, but drink respectfully. Like, like.
I like that.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. She got hers.
There it is.
She was waiting for it.
Okay.
I want my ding.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, like I always take that into consideration, considering like just now I've grown in such a way that like it is a respectful space, and every place I try to even get behind or even with my collective with Raza, like we take over a bunch of bars, we take over other spaces, other people's bars. Like again, like it's not about it's again respecting. Like it's like how we should always be when we walk into a space, we're respectful.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of industry staff that they just forget that they also are industry. So when they go somewhere else, they're just like they become that person that just
Oh man, yeah.
it's like, hey, they got their card, this and that, or fucking whatever.
They
All
become the
come
red flag.
They become the red
More on
flag.
that later.
Yeah.
More on that later, for sure.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
I meant to ask this earlier. Born and raised California, like that was supposed to be part of the get started.
Yeah. Born in LA, Monterey Park. My family, well, my mom and I, my older brother and sister, we moved a lot when we were little, but my grandmother was the one who raised me. And, I think my mom just had kids at a young age, and that's just, no need to dive in on that. But I think it just made us a lot closer to like my older brother and my older sister. We were really tight when we were younger, and I think as we've gotten older, we're like, okay, like we are who we are because we really did look out after each other. But my grandmother is like my heart and soul. She is amazing. If I become any part and half of who she is, I'm lucky. But she also basically started in the industry. She had 3 successful restaurants when my mom and my uncles and everybody were growing up, and sold the business in the early 80s. But my dad, like my mom as a DJ, my dad was a DJ at my grandma's restaurant. My mom was a server.
Wow.
And like, oh, classic.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
It's a true industry love story.
Yeah, it is.
It's a true industry love story. It never works out.
Oh.
But yeah, my fault. And yeah, so that was, I mean, again, I feel like hospitality is just like kind of born and grown in me, that it's just been established.
I mean, literally.
So, literally,
Yeah.
yeah.
You were born to do this.
Yes.
Literally born to do it. Like, literally.
It's like I was made for this.
How and why? Blessing your curse, I don't know yet.
Wow.
No, I've been very lucky in this industry, especially full circle with when I started in the industry. Hey Bartender had just came out as a documentary in 2010 with EO had done like a,
I haven't seen it.
Wow. Okay.
That was before, so.
I think
No, this is good. There's something we need to see.
yeah.
Hey Bartender comes out and you see a lot of really iconic people in the documentary, but it essentially talks about the business, talks about bartending. And I remember watching it for one of the first times and seeing employees only, and Steve Schneider talking about like, the program and Deshaun and everybody like establishing like this lay of land that is like what to me at the time looked so forbidden. I'm like, whoa, all of these cool bartenders are like in these like crisp white coats and like, just like looking like so cool.
Yeah.
And I remember also feeling like that can never be me. But when you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna come back and do it. When I opened up West Hollywood, Las Perlas, we're down the street from Employees Only Los Angeles, and the bar manager, she is super awesome, but she would always come in, and the crew would always come in like on their breaks or like whatever, because during that time they had like an outdoor situation, and then like shifts were just kind of different, so they were able to come in with us and like hang out after their shifts. They would come over to us. We would go back and forth.
Yeah.
And I remember her asking me, she's like, hey, I'm looking for like a bartender. Like, let me know if anybody is looking for work. And I was like, for sure. I'll let you know. And she's like, I'm looking for like a female bartender. I just like, I really want to expand on our team and like, let me know. I'm like, for sure. She's like, Jess, I want you to come
Just throwing out all the hits.
Yeah.
It's just like, I honestly,
Yeah.
I don't get any of the hits. I'm terrible. But then I was like, I feel so grateful to have been a part of that team, but building it to, eventually we got the accolade and like for best bar team, and then there's like just growing and seeing how that team has diversed from what New York location was to like what we were, and it's a pride for me to be like, oh yeah, I come from like that legacy bar, or like, and then opening up my spot now. And then knowing that I was doing this thing that really just have their support, and knowing that eventually at some point I'm gonna leave. They're just like, I think it was almost like bittersweet moments where we were just kind of like understanding like I'm not gonna be on the schedule anymore. Hey guys, like these are my availabilities now. Like my days availability, like I see how it works. They had another bartender, so it's like all full motion of like, okay, we're in this industry, we're doing it. Now where's the growth? Where is it moving? Because I never really actually always saw myself bartending. I mean, I always see myself in the bar. I also don't feel like I can ever leave the bar again. Like I just feel like I'm so grounded in it. Yeah. I don't know how I tangent off of the.
No, I mean that's
What we're here for.
Yeah, I mean it answered.
Literally what we're here for.
Did your phone break when it fell?
No, it's like that.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, it just happened right now. Crazy. So crazy.
I
She's
don't
so
know.
calm about
I
that.
don't know why that caught my eye. I'm like, oh shit, don't crack. And she's so chill about it. My bad. I didn't mean to draw attention to that.
Okay, everybody, my phone is broken. Thank you. Thank you for freaking that out.
That's a good way to like bring us back. So I wanted to also ask you, what is the name of your bar? You just mentioned that you opened a bar, so.
Bar Nimodo. Nimodo was something that like, I feel like now I've established, it's like kind of like a mindset. I feel like feeling that like life sometimes is not always gonna be perfect. I didn't grow up in a perfect household or perfect situations or like, and my grandma always be like, Nimodo. Like that phrase to me is something that is like, it's something that has really like guided me through a lot of situations that have really molded me to be like who I am. But more so of like, okay, if this has happened, like Nimodo, like it is what it is. Like what's next?
It's your Hakuna Matata.
Kind of, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or like, you know, like fuck it. It really is just like when I'm deciding like again, this concept was already like built and grown in my head, and my partners who I'm grateful for like really just saw an opportunity to want to invest in me and want to invest in something that they believe in, that I believe in, and like, you know, really wanting to create something cool and dope and really out there. And people are like, why out there? It's a lot cheaper to open a bar in Riverside than it is in LA. I don't know if anything knows that, but
I mean, look at all the places that close.
yeah.
Oh,
And it honestly, it's heartbreaking, and it feels like a very trying time right now for our industry and how much more we need to be advocating for businesses just in our community. But like, you know, like really like putting all of our best foots forward. Best feet forward? Best foots.
Best foots.
Best foots forward. Our best steps forward. Their steps forward is better. And really just like, again, like advocating for our community, advocating for like the small businesses. When I opened up my spot, this was now probably, we're going to open up at the end of April. And I had officially like really moved into like, all right, this is like the management side, like building some place from ground up. And I hope everybody at any point in their life gets to extract, like feel that moment, whether it be in any other creative space, but like seeing like the walls, the leather you pick, the colors, like all these things get put together at some point, and you're just like, oh shit, like it's real, it's happening.
it's not a dream.
It's not a dream.
Reality.
Yeah. It's, you know, and then like I just honestly could keep dreaming because it's never something that's out of reach. And I've only been grateful every day I get to go into that spot and see like people are there, people are enjoying their food, people are, you know, drinking my drinks. I'm like, oh yeah, it's so dope.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. It's fun. It's been fun. It's a lot of work. It's not gonna beat around the bush. You know, people ask like, how's the model going? I'm like, it's so good.
It's going.
It's hard. I mean, it's
Holding
hard
back
to-
a little tear, like
Yeah, it's hard work, but it's every day is a blessing and all of it. And I'm so grateful. A big part and shout to Spring Street, which is where we are.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about that in a moment. But
let me see if I can.
the guys who own this spot, Alex and Brandon, helped me big time with like.
Yeah.
Alex is like a wizard on the Excel and like spreadsheets and all that good stuff. And he just was like, hey, like this is what we ordered when we opened our spot. Look through it, get what you need, grab what you need. Things I didn't think about, like napkins.
Yeah.
Cocktail napkins. Because we have coasters at our bar, but like again, like a cocktail napkin, because some people are like, oh, can you grab this or do that? I know, like little things like that, but glassware, same thing, Florentine. Paul, who runs the program over there, helped me pick glassware, look at shot glasses, look at different things like that. And again, that is community. That's like, that's exactly like what one, I believe that Spring Street and like even the guys at Florentine wanted to build in a community sense of it. And I'm so grateful that, you know, they, honestly, I don't know why they let me go behind their bar, but
We all know.
no. But yeah, I'm super grateful for these guys. And when they needed a bartender, they would like start some hands. 1,000% will volunteer my days off to be here. And that's again, like, not for nothing. I get to work with my best friends. Like, I get to work with my people. Like, I get to work with, it's literally like, feels like a home and another home away from home. So,
Yeah.
And I live in Los Angeles, so it's like, you know, down the street from me. So it was never a problem, like 100%.
Yeah.
Never a second guess in my head. They're like, so you have to come in for an interview. And I'm like, okay, so we're gonna like have a shot or something. And, yeah, no, we did talk.
Formalities.
Yeah,
formalities.
No, but yeah.
But yeah, so you said you wanted to speak on Spring Street Bar more, so
Come on.
speak on it.
Yeah.
more.
Well, no, I mean,
Especially getting
honestly,
to work with your best
yeah,
friend.
I get to work with these guys. They just celebrated 1 year this past Saturday.
Yes, shout out to that. Yeah, oh, the applause
It
works when
worked.
it needed to. It works when it needs to.
Yeah. So I think in 1 year, again, like being a part of it in such a short time, but seeing the growth of these guys, like really, again, they come from legacy places too, you know, within Crane and all that. Like again, they built something super dope here. Again, like wanting to support small business, support your local bartender, support your, you know, Latino-owned businesses.
Yeah.
Especially right now in like the times that we're living, I think with my collective, with Raza, and always for me, it's like representation is always so important. Like it's so much more in our industry, like what we do, what you guys are doing, like, you know, like how we are a reflection of that, how you guys are a reflection of the industry, how we are able to portray and talk about that in the craft that we do. And being able to step behind bars like Spring Street, like, you know, they're loud and they're unapologetic for like what they stand on, and they're like, you know,
We can stand on
10
that,
ten toes on business. Like
Immigrants
They-
feed America.
If you
Fuck
could do
guys.
me a favor and lean to your right, you're right. Just lean to your right. Just lean to your right. Because I just wanted that to be in frame for a little bit.
Oh, right.
For them out there,
Yeah.
they're only seeing ice.
Yeah.
I need them to see
yeah.
the other side.
sure.
I need them to see
But
that.
they
I was
also
waiting
did
for an
these, like, super
opportunity.
dope hats that they actually sold out. So I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
Hell
have,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think, again, like what a lot of us are probably thinking about, and if you're not thinking about it, you should think about it.
Absolutely.
You know, seeing what is happening in our communities right now, especially just in downtown. I live in downtown. I've been in downtown for almost 10 years now. Not downtown, but in LA.
Yeah.
I moved away with Blind. I was in Houston for almost 2 years and then moved back in 2018. But
can you give us your perspective on what downtown was like pre-pandemic? Because Mikey told us,
Yeah, that's
and
the
we had
thing.
a whole conversation. And
oh,
that's
it's
what we
fun
keep.
snippet of
we
it.
keep hearing about it. And everybody tells us, man, downtown before pandemic. Oh my God, you had to be there.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, you can also look at Las Perlas, right? Las Perlas downtown. It's been around for almost 14 years, 15 years. They just celebrated Quince, but
They had a quince.
they did have a Quince.
Did they do like the actual like quince thing?
party? Were you not there?
No.
Oh my god!
No,
We didn't get in.
We didn't get the invite.
Yeah.
See, that's what we hear all the time. It's like, why weren't you there?
Yeah,
He told
nobody
us.
told us.
What he told us. It took us almost.
Why is everyone dropping their
It
phone?
took us almost like.
I know.
No, it took us like 4 years to get on that motherfucking WhatsApp
yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody told us about that. But yeah, tell us your perspective on what downtown was like.
I think people always have a perspective of downtown. I always think it's like dirty. There's homeless. There's this. I mean, we were just outside for like 10 seconds, and then
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
there's always something going on.
There's
But
always something.
It's always
for me, and especially when it was the George Floyd protest and everything that was going on in 20 right before that, I feel like it was a community. It was people who were like, you would see people outside walking the dogs. The parks that are now kind of empty they were like, you know, people hung out at. They're MacArthur Park. It never was ever the state that it has been in. But like, you would still go down and get, you know, your bandanas or headphones or whatever the hell you needed, you know, in the mercado.
Yeah.
And like, you would still go and do these things, and places and businesses weren't in this terror that I think we've seen right now. Before the pandemic, I feel like people would go out to bars. Look at like what's shut down before that. You had like Clifton's. You had like, you know, Slipper Clutch, and right in front of Slipper Clutch, Chatterbox, and like that was a little bit in 2020, but after 2020, but again, like these staple places or places that you'd frequent are just like non-existent anymore.
Yeah.
But in sense of like that community, Broadway Bar, Holiday Bar, like all these places that were like,
Miss Khalil.
wow,
Yeah.
Mezcalero, 100%. Like one of the best bars and only bars we could get like really, really amazing tequila outside of Paula's. And like the staff, everybody, like it went down to a lot of things. And I think
And great food. Shout out to Chef Leo.
Yeah, shout out to Leo, man.
I think like pandemic, and I think business mindset kind of changed. You start, I mean, money speaks and money talks, and you start scrambling, and people
Yeah.
get nervous and scared. And I think that is what happened in a lot of businesses. You start seeing all the shady things happening. Look at what's
Corners
happening.
being
Look what
cut.
to Escalado. Like,
Mhm.
you know, people are getting paid. Look at Otium. Look at there's even top amazing places that were, you know, shutting out. Shutting out community, shutting out like the people who are there and keeping those businesses alive. You know, perfect
That
example.
was something that, oh, sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say like there's another
Yeah.
a great example of like treating your people right and like seeing a business thrive.
Mhm.
Wolves. The
Oh yeah, Wolves.
The Wolves,
Yeah.
but like those
Like,
guys over there, yeah.
I mean, I never got to work at Wolves, but Nathan was the one who gave me my start at Mescalero.
Yeah.
You know, and when he went over to the Wolves, I knew that place was going to be what it's been.
Yeah.
Because of how he is so intentional with everything and how it was always about community with
Yeah.
him, you know. So you see a place like that, you know it's going to last.
Yeah.
And so that ties into what I was going to say is I had a situation at my bar for a while where someone came in and, you know, I understand that things happen, but you have to have the right intention. And what I felt is what was happening was this person came in and they didn't identify with the community. So they wanted to change who came into the bar. And you can't do that. You just can't. Once people say this is our spot,
Yeah.
you can't force them out and try to bring new people in. It just doesn't work that way.
Even just as you saying all that, it's like that's Los Angeles. Like you can't come in and try to think you can change who people live here.
Yeah.
And you got people trying to take people out of our community. That is like just not.
Especially people born and raised in Los Angeles.
Exactly.
Right.
And so like that is like again right now like the only thing I could do I feel is, and I'm sure you guys feel this way, and the platform that you're able to speak on, the platform that you know we're given. I've been really fortunate to like see my career as a bartender just thrive and skyrocket in the last couple of years with like again
Well
like
deserved.
but more so just like this is the opportunity that we have right now to speak on, you know, what is important right now in our communities. And like, I'm going to show up 100%, like, you know, advocating, you know, for voices that can't be heard or be seen or feel scared. You know, I do have my citizenship. I have privilege that to me is privilege, but my skin color and like the way we look or the way we talk is like different. So like, well, you're seeing it in a different light. And that's just, nobody should be ever put in a position of less or more, just
right.
like, you know, the color of skin. And I think it's more so advocating and standing up for those things. And that's like one big thing that I collected, like with Raza against that I just want to try to continue to advocate for. Yeah. Spring Street, these guys who run this bar, you know, I have so much respect for them because owning a business and standing on that business is right now is like can make or break your business. You know, you see where, you know, shoot, were we just maybe too loud when we talked about this, or were we quiet? Or should we have been kind of quiet? Or like, you know, and I'm forever like in awe of the guys and the caliber that they hold themselves at, but also so much more that they didn't phase them to like riot and stand up or protest and like really you speak up on like injustices that are happening right now, especially to our communities, but our like regulars, people who come in don't want to come in no more.
Yeah.
You know, it's a weird time, especially with sports. Where, you know, these teams and things that we grew up on are like now we fear is like, oh, are you really about that? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I support you if you're
Yeah,
not
can I
supporting me?
support you? Yeah, exactly. And I think there's like a limbo at where people are right now.
Dodgers.
Yeah, I don't fuck them. And my family, like we grew up in like my uncles were all like from out here, so it was like really it was just, it's a weird time to like be in a limbo, but
Yeah.
I respect those who like stand on what they believe in. I respect people who, maybe they were Dodger fans or whatever, and now they just said, don't fuck with Dodgers, don't go to the games, don't watch the games. Like, it's not something that I'm just here to be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna be all right with you doing that. Oh, you went to the game. Oh, you want to bet me to the game? Like, no, I'm not the person.
Right.
But
Yeah,
don't post about ice, and don't post about like fuck ice if you're like going to these games and
Right.
on your story later.
Right.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. And that to me is, in my opinion, it very well said. Like, first of all, but it highlights something that I have felt has been the biggest issue, is that no one's in the same room anymore.
Right.
Especially since the pandemic. Like,
Yeah, you've been saying
no
that a
one's in
lot.
the same room. So how are we going to get anyone to understand
Mhm.
that this person and this person, even if they're not your friend now, they could be your neighbor and your friend later? How are we going to get those people to understand that if we never get in the same fucking room?
Right.
But you have to start getting these people to wake up, because they are hanging out in a room that we're not allowed in. We're allowed to serve them in that room,
Mm.
but we're not allowed to attend anything in that room.
Mhm.
So to them, we're just part of the furniture.
Mm.
So yeah, you got to stand on business, and you got to be loud.
Yeah.
And you got to stop going to games and stop,
Yeah.
giving them your money, because to them, they're like, who cares? I'm gonna get the money anyway.
Yeah.
No, let's show them. You're absolutely right.
I mean, it's like talk about getting taken advantage of. Like, you're just literally trying to play into like, oh, it's like, Mexican Independence Day, let's do a jersey. Everybody coming in to get this jersey, and it's like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
The
Like, it seemed to
audacity.
me like the the fucking nerve. But I mean, I have friends who, like, people I care about who go to these games or go to support Dodgers, and I see that it's like, oh, well, my dad took me to games, and like, this is like history, it's family. It's when do we cut that chain of like, traditions that are not traditional anymore?
Exactly.
People want to be like, I mean, today is Columbus Day. No, it's Indigenous People Day. And if everybody looked at their calendars right now, it would still say Columbus Day.
Yeah,
Because
because
it's changed
that's what they
back
want you to do.
to the
They want you
administration.
to-
And those rooms that we're not allowed in, best believe I'm making my way into that room, and I'm speaking when I am in that room.
Exactly.
And any opportunity that we are able to be in rooms that we're not allowed to. And trust me, I sit at tables late. I sit at tables that I've been
God
in.
damn it. Sorry.
I've been in tables that I drop my phone at all the time.
That's my vote.
But I always sit at tables sometimes where I feel like I do have to be the loudest one, or I have to be the one that is like the stereotypical Latina that is like a little bit more boastful, tiny but mighty. Chiquitita pero grandota. Like, that is 100% going to be me all the time, because there's people who are not able to be in those spaces.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so like, that's the only way I can really do my advocacy. I'm not like a lawyer, not a doctor, like, I have other spirits in medicine I could help you with, but
Hey, that's another one. Sorry.
But-
On a roll.
but honestly, again, like it comes down to representation. How are we advocating for those who are unable to do so?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The bar back, the dishwasher, the
Mhm.
the bars that we step behind. We're the bartenders. We're the face of that industry. Like, that perspective of who we are, is outshined. Or we outshine other people in the back. So
Yeah.
like, when we speak, and it's like, say that shit louder for people in the back. It's like 1000% that all the time.
100%.
Say it louder for the back of the house.
Right.
I like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just, I thought of something right now when you were saying that, and it's just amazing to me that we live in a society right now where we expect more out of our bartenders and our staff than we do our president and our senate. I don't understand that. Because I know us doing this
I
job.
wish you could see the camera. Like, that's exactly what our administration feels like. That flag is just twisted and
Yes.
curled and like just
Oh,
trying to
I'll get a
survive.
shot of that.
He's just trying to survive out here.
It's-
Like, high
yeah.
key.
Get your reputation.
We
Actually.
really, like, imitates our. Like,
God, dang, that is cue the violin music there, man. That is fucking sad.
I got you. I got you.
Oh. Before. Wait. One more time.
Oh, one more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
Oh man, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you know, they talk about politics of it, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, it's really shameful. It's really sad. And again, I have people in my family who voted for Trump, and we don't talk.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I think we all have somebody in our family members that at some point feel a little bit more privileged because they got their way in at some point, and they're making a lot more money now. I'm like, girl, you have to stuck on with the thing. This tax break does not apply to you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I got a cousin that builds like patios and shit, like, and he voted for Trump, and he got really upset that Bad Bunny was announced for the halftime artist.
It's so
He's Puerto Rican too. I did text my mom a screenshot of what he posted. I'm like, does he realize he's Puerto Rican? Is he fucking stupid?
I think people just forgetting, and
I just started talking shit on my Facebook. Instead of going to his comment section, I'll just start talking shit about him. I'm like, this and that. I'm like, I'm not going to argue with you on yours. You're going to see mine though.
I don't have TikTok, and I think I'm probably for the best because I feel like I would be the troll. I'm like just going through a rabbit hole of just like trying to just tell people like you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, you're an idiot. But
I can't handle the comment section.
No.
I get to it.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
can't handle the comment section, man. I can't handle it because I want you to see me in person. I'm sorry. Like,
But again, like, I mean, the last time we were all in a room together, my family and I, it was my grandma's 90th birthday. She just celebrated it in July. And we were all together, and like everybody was giving these beautiful speeches. My uncles who voted for Trump, people who voted for Trump, talking about how grateful they are, my grandmother, and all the things that she's done. And, you know, we wouldn't be here without her and all these things. And I'm just like, all right, I was like, oh, I took a shot and I was like, I'm going to speak now.
Hey.
And it really just like it took everybody to tears because what they don't realize is the hypocrisy of like what it is when you went to school, got educated, and now you're making this money, and you know the sacrifices are not connecting there, and you feel like you've done this on your own, which is why a lot of times that's where you're seeing this like divide within our communities because they're just like, you know what, well, I did it, I did that dream. But you don't see the sacrifices of everybody else, you know, the people that have had to do the work to get you there.
Yeah.
On the platforms that we're able to even speak on is because, you know, I've been grateful enough. Not only have I stood on the shoulders of giants, but I'm able to sometimes I stand next to some of them. And like that is where that is where this fight continues. This fight keeps like, you know, I can't just be quiet.
We know somebody else that had made that exact same quote.
Really?
Yeah.
And that is a good thing or a bad thing?
No,
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
continue.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But I mean, like, yeah, I mean, again, like, we can only be grateful for everything. Grateful for the voices we're able to speak, the levels that we're able to speak at, and like, again, like, I owe it to those people that have stood next to me. Some people I've lost, giants next to me. That it would be an injustice if I didn't take the time to speak louder or speak for those who can.
Yeah.
So on that note, is there another shot?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Anyways.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, again, like we're doing this business. We're in this business. Why bartending? Why our career choices?
Yeah.
It's hospitality is always number one.
Yep.
I'm not gonna I even tell people in my bar, I mean, like you can probably have Donald Trump walk in, the next Republican guy, a Latino for Trump guy walk in all together, and then you have like, you know, the neighborhood cat that comes in and gets a beer at happy hour, and they all come in at the same time. I'm gonna treat them all the same. Would I probably be excited to? No, but you're never gonna let me see me sweat. Like,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna give 100,000% of hospitality to those people and kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's all we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
And I'm gonna talk shit about you as soon as you
And then
leave.
I might, yeah, I might just be like, oh wow, I can't believe that. But yeah,
Oh yeah. Absolutely. So, I know the bar hasn't opened here pretty soon. Yeah, we've gone in a couple different places that we didn't plan to go. To close, oh, no, it's what we're here for. Trust me. Clears up that Saturday cold.
Yeah.
I say confident, I guess. But to close this out, let's go with red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something fun. We always like to ask everyone, like, what are your red flags for guests and a red flag for a coworker? You know, like, the first time you see him and they do that, you're like, I gotta keep my eye on you.
Okay. Red flag for guests. Is the guest just a normal guest, or is it like
it could be any.
guest?
It could be
Just whoever is not working behind the bar and comes in.
Comes in. It's definitely the snapping, the person that is the snapper. Snapping. And if you like at any point get an opportunity to like at any point like touch me at some point, like don't touch me. I think maybe it's also a trigger for my being on the airplane, but oh man, I learned a lot as a flight attendant, but also so much more of like holding myself and composure.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that behind the bar. You touch me,
Especially if somebody like
if it's like like if I've handed somebody a beer and like the guy be like thank you, and he'll like that one of those
caress,
or just like kind of one of those things like the little soft little thing. I don't know. It don't.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
you're a stranger. I don't know you.
Yeah, you're a stranger. And from my statistics I've done on my own, men do not wash their hands. Straight up. You guys do not. You guys are not.
They go to especially at the bar. Like they are not washing their hands.
Not washing.
It's so infuriating.
Real quick, sidebar. I went to fucking Reserve to go see one of my friends. Trying to get a job there. Anyways, so I'm waiting to meet one of the managers to talk to him. I go to use the bathroom. And they go wash my hands. The amount of dudes that just went to left. I'm like,
1,000%.
you're fucking nasty. Like it makes me want to like get a sign and have it in my pocket and just be like, he didn't wash his hands.
Yeah.
Just walk behind people like this, like he didn't wash his hands.
I tell people. I come back out and tell people.
Like, oh, don't give him a hug. He didn't wash his hands. He got pee hands.
Someone tried to hand me their card. I will grab a napkin and then grab it and look awkward as fuck.
Why'd you do all that?
Yeah.
You didn't wash your hands. You got piss on your hands.
1,000% on the plane. I was just remember that cat the whole time. He asked for something, I would make sure I had those on. He wanted it. Like, hand me something. I was like, here's the trash. Go ahead. Like,
People are nasty, but yeah,
People are
men,
nasty.
a lot of men do not.
women are a problem too. I'm not gonna say that, but like
A lot of y'all are
men.
just nasty.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nasty
fucking
people out there. There's a lot of nasty people.
Just wash your hands off.
Yeah,
It's crazy that a pandemic had to teach us to do that.
Oh my god!
Like,
And people still don't do it.
yeah.
Like, oh my fucking god! So what's your coworker?
Red flag coworker.
like a new hire or
I would say like the instant negativity when they walk into a shift.
yeah.
I'm like,
Deal with that right
we're having
now.
a good night.
You know I'm gonna be
clocked
here.
in, yeah, you clocked in, you're like,
It's so slow. It's so busy. Do you want to make money or not? Like, come on.
You want a job or not?
Yeah. Because if you don't, can you please leave? Because I've told like 4 or 5 people today that we don't have an opening.
Right.
And I'd rather stop lying.
Yeah, either like the negative attitude for me, I'm just kind of like, all right, I see you. My attitude just,
Keep you at arm's length.
Yeah. Yeah.
or the one quick to clock out. Like, you clock out, you sort of like, bro, you didn't raise talk. You didn't raise talk?
Yeah.
We're, yeah,
Yo, where's Gary? He's at home already.
yeah.
Hey, what?
Or that, like, the unknown, like, you're always looking for him.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Where is-
Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Gotta put a
where's Waldo?
GPS tracker on him.
Yeah.
You need to put an air tag on them.
And or,
Yeah.
like, you see just the trail they've left. Like, you know where they're going. I had a coworker I used to work with. I ain't say nobody's name. I know where I work.
Yeah.
I just knew where he was just by the trail. He would refill something. I see the cups there, funnels there, and then like the syrups on the
These like
table.
deer tracks basically. You gotta hunt them down.
Yeah. put him down, I would already know where to go. He's in the back, like smoking a cigarette or something.
There you are.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, like, I keep it clean. I'm just like, it's that part, but yeah.
I will say that I'm a person that's quick to clock out, but it's because I'm quick to do all of my closing duties,
That's
like
good.
cleaning and this and that. So yes, I would like to get out of there as soon as possible, to go home and eat whatever. But I do everything, try to do everything quickly.
I'm perfect. Like I closed last night here. I know I gotta restock the base, but I know it's gonna be here.
Yeah, but it's you.
That's-
So I'm
yeah.
upstairs after this and
Yeah.
pick the beers up for my homie who's
Yeah.
coming in to open.
Yeah, you're like, that's future justice problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I knew Jess was coming here, so I
Exactly.
was gonna get that done.
My
So.
coworker was saying that all night on Saturday. I was like, man, fuck the opener tomorrow. I ain't doing nothing. I was like, you're opening tomorrow, huh? He's like, yeah.
Yeah. I've been talking to him. I'm like, who closed that? Like, oh, it was me.
Yeah.
President Jess is like, damn it. Why didn't
Yeah,
I just do
like-
that shit? Damn it. I have to chew her out later.
Well, speaking of current Jess, I know you got to get started here, but thank you so much for coming on.
Appreciate it.
This is like I said, I've been trying to get this episode for like 3 years. Because when we met, we hadn't started the show yet.
Yeah.
We hadn't done anything with this yet. And I was always like, we got to figure out how to get you up here. So I'm just so happy to be with you.
Courtney did. I came in and.
Yeah, and we were at Desert Springs and we were trying, and I was like, this isn't gonna happen. There's so much going on. I tried to record
The
something.
last party was
Oh.
crazy. We were like,
There was so much going on. I'm looking forward to next year
I'm
doing
gonna go
more of
to
those
next year.
events
I'm missing
Yeah.
it.
because now I know what to expect,
yeah,
and we can bring a team to help us film stuff.
that'd be cool. Yeah, you
Trying
guys
to
just
do
get
it.
the hot takes right there in the moment.
Yeah,
Everybody is drunk and
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be
That's
so
what-
much fun.
Yeah.
That's
I
when the
like
truth comes out.
our beyond glass and then just ramp it up.
Yeah.
Just ramp it up.
Okay.
Just ramp all the way up.
Okay.
Because it's over. Well, this one was 2 days, but still, you're all in the same place.
Mhm.
It's not just a
We're all
couple
in the same
hours.
room, just talk.
Yeah. We're gonna talk next year. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Just appreciate you.
To everyone else out there, make sure you like and subscribe and tell a friend. You can get these views up. And as always, cheers to the staff. Yes.
Still nervous? Good. Nervous.
Nervous enough to cry.